Imagine this. You've swapped your work office for the comfort of your own sofa and said goodbye to the Monday morning traffic. The longest journey you now have is from your bedroom to your living room. Does this ring any bells? This is the New World Order, born out of the unforeseen COVID-19 pandemic. This unseen adversary reshaped our existence, sparking a chain reaction of adjustments where still have closed their doors, and once bustling city centers have turned into ghost towns. The new normal saw our homes converting into workplaces, with traditional commuting becoming obsolete. As face-to-face interactions diminished, our dependence on technology surged. We're all living in a virtual world now. From meetings to academic classes to social hangouts, everything moved to digital platforms. This period has been marked by loss, adaptability, and resilience, challenging old norms and testing our ability to the world as we knew it. Yeah, that's history, but what exactly has changed? Your office is now at home and your colleagues are just a Zoom call away. Welcome to the dawn of remote work, a trend that has swiftly become the new normal. When global lockdowns forced companies to close their doors, an unexpected transition began. Businesses and employees alike had to adapt, innovate, and redefine what it means to go to work. In the blink of an eye, kitchen tables transformed into desks, and morning commutes were replaced with a simple stroll from the bedroom to the living room. The world got a taste of a new kind of flexibility. No longer were employees bound by conventional 9-to-5 schedules or suffocated by rush hour traffic. But it wasn't just about convenience. Remote work also opened the door to a global talent pool. Companies could now hire the best, without geographical boundaries. Meanwhile, employees found opportunities in corners of the world previously out of reach. Yet, it wasn't all smooth sailing. The shift to remote work presented its own challenges. The boundaries between work and personal life blurred. Zoom fatigue set in. Many missed the camaraderie of physical offices, the water cooler chats, and the simple joy of shared lunches. Despite these hurdles, remote work has proven resilient. Companies have found ways to maintain team spirit and productivity. Employees have adapted, balancing work and home life with newfound dexterity. Technology has played a pivotal role, providing the tools necessary to collaborate, communicate, and conquer the challenges of distance. As we look to the future, it's clear that remote work isn't just a passing fad. It's a fundamental shift in how we work, driven by the necessity of the moment, but sustained by the benefits it brings. Even as the world opens up, many companies are choosing to make remote work a permanent option. Indeed, the office as we knew it has been redefined. The question now is not if remote work is here to stay, but how it will continue to evolve. The office has been redefined, but what about our shopping habits? Remember when shopping required a trip to the mall? Not anymore. As the world adapted to the realities of the COVID-19 pandemic, a seismic shift in consumer behavior occurred. The era of e-commerce, which was already well on its way, accelerated at a pace that left many breathless. Businesses, big and small, found themselves at a crossroads. Traditional brick-and-mortar stores faced a dire predicament. The foot traffic that once filled their aisles dwindled, and the ringing of cash registers became a rare sound. The choice was stark and simple: adapt or perish. And adapt they did. Businesses pivoted, turning their sights to the digital frontier. They embraced online sales, investing in digital platforms, and enhancing their online presence. Retailers began offering online shopping options, curbside pickups, and home deliveries. Restaurants, once bustling with patrons, turned to food delivery apps to keep their kitchens buzzing. But this digital revolution wasn't just about survival. It was a profound transformation in the way businesses operate and interact with their customers. With this shift to e-commerce, businesses could now reach a global customer base, breaking the boundaries of their geographical locations. They could offer personalized shopping experiences, using data analytics to understand consumer preferences and behaviors. On the other side of the screen, consumers were also navigating uncharted territories. Fear of the virus, lockdown restrictions, and the convenience of shopping from home led to a surge in online shopping. Consumers, even those who had been reluctant to shop online before, were now clicking their way through groceries, clothing, electronics, and more. And as the pandemic raged on, this new way of shopping became the norm rather than the exception. The convenience, the wide range of products, the ability to compare prices, and the allure of doorstep delivery, all these factors fueled the rise of e-commerce. The impact of this shift on brick-and-mortar stores has been significant. Many have shuttered permanently, while others have reinvented themselves in the digital space. But one thing is clear: the landscape of retail has changed forever. Shopping now happens at the click of a button. But how has our health consciousness changed? Health is wealth, and never has this been more evident than now. As we journey deeper into the post-COVID era, there's an undeniable shift in our collective consciousness, a newfound respect and appreciation for health and wellness. This revolution is not just about physical health. It's a holistic approach, encompassing mental, emotional, and even spiritual well-being. In the aftermath of a global health crisis, conversations around mental health have moved from the shadows into the spotlight. The stigma surrounding mental health is slowly but steadily eroding, replaced by a wave of empathy and understanding. More people are now seeking help, using teletherapy services, and opening up about their struggles. Mental health has finally become a part of our everyday conversations. Parallel to this, we've seen a surge in the usage of fitness and wellness apps. With gyms and sports facilities closed for an extended period, many turn to digital platforms to stay fit. Virtual workout sessions, yoga classes, and meditation courses have become the new norm. Technology has made wellness more accessible and convenient than ever before. Then there's the shift in our dietary habits. The pandemic has made us more mindful of what we put on our plates. There's a growing trend towards plant-based diets, organic produce, and home-cooked meals. People are realizing the importance of a balanced diet in boosting immunity and overall health. But this health and wellness revolution is not just about individual actions. It's also about systemic changes. Corporations are prioritizing employee wellness like never before. Governments are investing in public health infrastructure. The world is beginning to understand that health is not a luxury but a fundamental right. What we're witnessing is a paradigm shift. Health and wellness are no longer afterthoughts or New Year's resolutions. They're at the heart of our lifestyle choices, our policies, and our societal values. We've become more health conscious, but how has our interaction with the world changed? As we march forward, it's clear that this revolution is here to stay. Health and wellness are not just trends. They're the new normal in a world reshaped by a global pandemic. Our lives have moved online, from work to shopping to socializing. There's no denying the fact that the digital transformation of our world has accelerated at warp speed, due in large part to the pandemic. Consider entertainment. Who among us hasn't indulged in a streaming marathon or two? Film and television production companies have adapted swiftly, releasing new content directly online. And it's not just Hollywood. Independent creators from across the globe are finding audiences and making waves in the digital sphere. Now let's talk about education. Traditional classrooms have given way to virtual ones. Teachers and students alike have had to adapt to new methods of instruction and learning. Homework and projects are assigned and submitted online. Even parent-teacher conferences have gone virtual. It's a brave new world for education, indeed. Socializing, too, has undergone a digital revolution. Our social lives, once filled with in-person gatherings, have moved into the online realm. Virtual birthday parties, weddings, and even baby showers have become the norm. We've learned to connect and celebrate with each other in new and innovative ways. But it's not just about adaptation. This digital transformation has brought with it a world of opportunities. We've seen the rise of digital nomads, people who work remotely while traveling the world. We've seen a surge in online entrepreneurship as people turn their passions into profitable businesses. And we've seen the power of online activism as social movements gain momentum on digital platforms. Yes, our lives have moved online. And while this shift has brought challenges, it has also brought immense opportunities. The rise of digital entertainment, online education, and virtual socializing has forever altered the way we live, work, and play. As we move forward, we must ask ourselves, how can we harness the power of this digital transformation to create a better, more inclusive world? How can we ensure that everyone, regardless of their location or circumstance, has access to these digital opportunities? The world is now at our fingertips, but what does this mean for the future? The COVID-19 pandemic has reshaped our world. What does the future hold? A question that has likely crossed our minds more than once in the past few tumultuous years. As we move forward, we can make educated guesses based on the trends that have emerged recently. Let's start with the world of work. The shift to remote working has been seismic, and it's not likely to revert entirely. As businesses and employees have adapted to this new model, we can expect a future where flexible working is the norm, not the exception. the 9-to-5 office routine may well become a relic of the past. Our health and wellness have also taken center stage like never before. The pandemic has underscored the importance of both physical and mental health, and this focus is unlikely to wane. We may see continued growth in telemedicine, mental health apps, and wellness programs as integral parts of our healthcare system. The rise of e-commerce, too, is a trend that shows no sign of slowing down. The convenience and safety of online shopping have become ingrained in our daily lives. Expect to see even more innovation and expansion in this sector, from drone deliveries to virtual fitting rooms. It's not just our shopping habits that have moved online. Our social lives have too. While we all crave face-to-face interaction, the pandemic has shown us that virtual connections can also be meaningful. Online platforms for socializing, networking, and even dating are likely to continue flourishing. Finally, the digital transformation that has been accelerated by the pandemic is set to continue at full speed. From AI to blockchain, the technologies that have been thrust into the spotlight are likely to shape our future in ways we can't even imagine yet. The future may be uncertain, but one thing is clear: the world post-COVID will never be the same. This isn't necessarily a bad thing. Change brings opportunities, and with the lessons we've learned, we have a chance to shape a better, more resilient future. We've journeyed through a world transformed by a pandemic. What have we learned? We've seen the end of an era and the dawn of new ones. The shift to remote work has changed not just the workplace, but our homes and lifestyles. E-commerce has grown from a convenience to a necessity, altering our shopping habits forever. We've witnessed a revolution in health and wellness as we've become more conscious of our well-being and the importance of a balanced lifestyle. The digital transformation has permeated every facet of our lives, from how we communicate to how we learn and entertain ourselves. Looking forward, we can see a future shaped by these changes, a post-COVID world that's more digital, more flexible, and more conscious of our health and environment. It's a brave new world, and as we navigate it, one thing remains clear: change is the only constant. And in a post-COVID world, we're all learning to adapt.